Evening all, welcome back to Kicking Dust, and as we continue to miss and flaylock scouts, we have an odd one for you today. This is actually this is a tactics one. Now I think about it, this is actually going to be some tactics, so keep watching and you will see something quite fun indeed. Oh god, now that's not what you really don't want to see. That as you run around a corner, you see a shotgun scout running at you, who thank god for aim assist seems to be able to shoot you in mid-air as you're strafing left and right, but hey, what can you do? Oh, this game. So anyway, I'm going to talk to you about some questionable tactics. We're going to talk a little bit about CPM. As I do that, I sigh again. And we're going to talk maybe about other games. Now, as of today, which is the 8th of July, Destiny's fast approaching, dudes. Now, I've got to admit, I usually don't go and watch like promo videos. I don't do that. I did it with Titanfall, and I feel I got burnt because, again, Titanfall's a great game, but my god, I wish it was more than it was. However, I kind of thought, well, why not? And I did it for Destiny, and oh my god, I was impressed. I was very impressed. I was actually blown away by how good it looks. So, you know, obviously I'm not going to talk about it any more than that, but I think if you're looking, this is a public service announcement. If you're looking to, well, let me take it back a step. If you're a Dust player, an ex-Dust player, and you're like, oh, I don't want to play Dust anymore, but I watch your videos still, bro, because I know there's quite a lot of you out there. Well, look, we're going to play Destiny on the PS3. We've decided not to upgrade to the PS4, only because we can't afford it. And we're well, we could, but we're not going to. I'm not going to. I kind of got burnt buying a PS3 just for Dust in a little way. I do feel that was wrong. I'm not going to go and buy a PS4 just for you know, just for Destiny. So we're actually going to play it on the PS3. So there's going to be quite a big gang of us playing it. So if you, yes, you, murky oh boy, who doesn't play anymore, or maybe does play, but you're sick of the game, and you want to kind of come and continue the fun that was a group MMO FPS style game then come join the corp that we make, or whatever it is, the group that we make. So I don't know how Destiny's going to work. I assume there's going to be some form of in-game clan. Oh god, I hope it's not called a clan. A clan to me just screams electronic sports league douchebaggery, you know, faggotry of the worst kind. So let's hope it's not called that. Otherwise, we are going to call it something really stupid. But anyway, so, you know, I think either way, we're going to have a little group and we're going to play the game and we're going to have fun doing it. And I think because obviously this, you know, Destiny's not a lobby shooter limited to 16v16 with a squad capacity of 6. I think it might be where we could actually have hordes of people moving around. I don't know, maybe not, maybe, who knows. But either way, it's going to be fun. So that's public announcement number 1. Public announcement number 2 is we also now have a PlanetSide 2 community growing. We have a group called SquadB, and I think it's called SquadB. I will confirm that in the comments. So go to the description and I'll confirm it there. But basically, this is a group of people who are playing PlanetSide 2. PlanetSide 2 was shit. It's not so bad anymore, and let me explain why. It's actually pretty good because there seems to be a bit of a revival. PC Gamer did a fantastic article stroke kind of expose on it, and there does seem to be a quite significant return to PlanetSide 2. So we are absolutely going to play that game. And again, it's not a fucking lobby shooter which is limited to, you know, 16v16 with 6-man limit, blah blah, no ability to Q-sync properly, bloody blue. PlanetSide 2, if we had all 2,000 members of Darkstar Army in PlanetSide 2, we would dominate, we would own, and we would be kings, god damn it. So this is why I think, you know, if you're looking for a game to play, it would be on PC, I'm afraid, and you do need a relatively good PC to play it. But if you've not tried it, it is completely free, and it's actually not too bad free. It's like good free. It's not like pay to win free. Well, it is pay to win free, but it's not bad free. You know what I mean? Anyway, so watch out for the videos. We're going to start doing that, and you know, it's quite exciting stuff. I played four videos of it with Dal, and it was terrible, and that's because we're in the wrong bloody part of the planet, so that's our own stupidity. I then logged into the right part of the planet, and oh my god, it was just an absolute frenzied war. So watch out for the video of that. It may even be released, so go check it out. So there we go, that's our public service announcement. Let's move on to the CPM. Oh, so the CPM's elections are going on at the moment, hence my exasperation. And I think, to be honest, it's one of those things that I would urge people to go and do. I know no one really wants to, but look, the more people that do it, the better, you know, the voter support is. If we get like 10% turnout, well, should we have even bothered? I mean, that's a hard thing to say, but 10% turnout is pretty terrible. If only 1 or 2 people voted, would that constitute a reasonable amount of people to, you know, to denote a gaming community group? Well, I think absolutely not. And the whole premise and concept is absolutely moot if like only a couple of hundred people vote. But there we go. What do I know? So to be honest, I'm really hoping that everybody does log in and get behind it and vote. We're supporting, you know, a range of people. To be honest, I think you know, I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. You make your mind upon that. There's videos on the channel that, you know, do look at some of the candidates. We'll keep doing them because again, voting's open for a good few days yet. But I think just, you know, just vote. Doesn't matter who you vote for, just vote, and that's the important thing. So there we go. Yeah, again, it feels like I've advertised other things on this. I think, to be honest, we're starting to be a bit more realistic with the future of this game, and I think the reality is Legion doesn't appear to be very near still, and I guess that's literally my only opinion. It does feel like there's still, you know, something quite far away with it all still, and I think it does look great, and some of the graphics we're getting are good, and we've actually gone into production with a proper like growing up expose on the game. So this is like a proper like 20-30 minute, you know, expose on Legion, and it's kind of what it's trying to do, and you know, and this is all from our point of view as fans who are, you know, who've been, you know, following the media, following the kind of gaming press, and seeing what people are saying about it. And I think, you know, there's definitely a good game being developed there, but you know, it needs a bit of analysis. So that's what we're going to do on that video. So I won't say any more than that, but I know a lot of people are really waiting for Legion to come through, and I think it's admirable. It really is. But I would remind, there's nothing wrong with playing and trying other games. I think, you know, things like Titanfall was an absolute experience to play. We have loyalty to nothing. We are a channel that just plays what we think is good, and if a game's a load of old bollocks, we're not going to play it. Dust is a great game, it really is, but you know, CCP just don't seem to be behind it as much as anything, only because of the given fact that they won't tell anybody what their plans with it are. I mean, I can't see how you can leave a game in limbo for almost 3 months, because the community is leaving, and you know, people are not going to invest in a game if there's no certainty it's going to be there for some time. And to me, it's just it's lunacy. It really is. They should have just been very clear with it from the word go with Legion. So they should have said, right, Legion is going to be a new product on PC, and Dust is going to have another year, and then we'll migrate everyone across. I mean, they should have just done that. I think that would have been what, if there had been, quote, a bit of a planning session behind it, and maybe, you know, a bit of a focus on the consumer, not on making great whizzy little tinkly things like they seem to have done. They were so impressed with that tech demo, they maybe forgot that actually you're pissing off your entire customer base here, because you're not actually confirming, committing, denying, you know, and explaining anything. So that kind of, I guess, pissed a lot of people off. And I think from our point of view, you know, we don't really mind either way, because I think Legion is probably the game that the IP needed, because Dust is limited beyond belief. Let's be honest. But I think what bothers me a bit is that it's just been done in such a kind of, I don't know, it's not been done in a terribly professional way with regards what are they planning to do with Dust. Even if they just, you know, hold back Legion and just make that, you know, part of the strategy, so you don't explain what you're going to move to unless you tell what's going to happen to those staying. And I think that's my kind of issue. Change is a two-step process, because there's people who'll come and there's people who won't. And I think if you just completely disregard those that won't, and don't even tell them what's going to happen to the game they're playing, how can anybody get behind Dust? How can they even have CPM elections? How can they do so many of these projects that just don't seem to kind of fit in with the fact that, quote, Dust is in theory going soon? Doesn't make any sense. Really doesn't make any sense. I understand Nano Cleric's frustration with much of this, because he is a games developer, and I think his frustration is that this is not how the industry generally does it. So CCP must have a very good reason as to what, you know, their reasoning is for doing this, but who knows. Anyway, I'm not going to talk anymore about that. I think, to be honest, the problem I have at the moment with the whole experience of the game is that it just feels like, you know, it is a ghost town. It is an emptying ghost town at the moment, where every time we log in, we get the same people. You see people sneaking off to Oceania server as well, just to kind of pad a KDR and stuff like that. It just feels you've got a very hardcore group of people right at the end of this who will do anything they can to kind of keep the game going, keep the game, you know, keep themselves kind of higher in the process of it all. And to be honest, it's completely moot. The game is dwindling. And there we go. There's nothing more I can say about it. That's the truth of it. You know, it's just unfortunate that so many people are seeming so passionate and kind of deluded that they want to continue and perpetuate really what is effectively a dying product. So there we go. And that's really pushing our decision to maybe start moving away into other areas. You know, CCP won't commit to their product, so therefore it makes very hard for content creators like me who rely on that stability to, quite frankly, move away as well. So I think, yeah, they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot, and they're killing their community by doing it as well, which is just evident if you go and read any of the comments in any of the videos that I've done recently. It's just filled with people who are, quite frankly, pissed off that there's just no clarity of what the hell is going on. Anyway, positive way to leave it. Hope you enjoyed that. We'll see you next time.